when I'm drunk dialing your number. Whiskey gave me courage that I didn't have sober. It's been 6 months since you walked out my door, but this bottle's got me missing you more and more. I know I shouldn't call, I know you moved on, got a new guy now, posted on your Instagram all along. But this liquid courage got me feeling brave, got me thinking about the love I couldn't save. Sitting in my truck outside your old place, where we used to park and make out in the space between goodbye and see you tomorrow. Now tomorrow's just filled with sorrow. I got my phone in my hand, finger on send, debating whether to try to make amends or just let you go like I know I should. But this whiskey's saying maybe I still could. Every shot I take makes me more honest. Every sip reveals what's in my chest. Maybe it's the alcohol, or maybe it's the truth, but I can't stop thinking about me and you. This midnight confession's got a whiskey to blame for making me remember every letter of your name. Got me spilling my heart out in the dark with nothing but this bottle and my broken parchment. Midnight confession, I still love you, babe. Miss everything we had and everything we could have had. The whiskey's making me say what I should have said before, in this midnight confession at your door. Finally got the nerve of a press call on my phone. I rang 3 times and you picked up with a sleepy tone. Said hello like you knew it was gonna be me, like you've been waiting for this drunken apology. I said, baby, I'm sorry for the way things went down, for letting my pride tear a hole down. Said I've been thinking about you every single day, and this whiskey finally gave me something to say. You got quiet for a minute, I could hear you breathe. Then you said what I needed but couldn't believe. You said you miss me too, been thinking about the past. Said maybe we gave up on us too fast. Said your new guy's nice but he ain't me. Said she wonders what we could still be. And suddenly this midnight call's turned into hope, with this whiskey helping both of us cope. Every word we speak feels like healing, every silence filled with feeling. Maybe we were meant to have this talk, with some whiskey helping us unlock. This midnight confession's got a whiskey to blame for giving me the courage to speak your name. Got us both admitting what we kept inside, with nothing but the truth and wounded pride. Midnight confession, you still love me too. Miss everything we were, everything we could do. The whiskey brought us back to where we need to be, and this midnight confession finally free. You said come over, we need to talk face to face. I said give me 5 minutes, I'll be at your place. Splash some water, chewed some gum, prayed that this ain't just the whiskey making me dumb. But when I knocked and you opened that door, looking like everything I'd been searching for, I knew this was real, this was meant to be. The whiskey just gave us the key. We talked till sunrise on your front porch swing, about all the hurt and the pain and everything, about how we both messed up, both played the fool, about how love ain't supposed to be this cruel. And we decided right there the sun came up, that we give this one more shot, not give up. That sometimes whiskey and midnight confessions are exactly what you need to learn life's lessons. That midnight confession saved my life, brought me back to the one who should be my wife. Got us both to finally speak what's true with the whiskey, helping me find my way back to you. Midnight confession, best call I ever made. Even though I was grown and unafraid, sometimes the truth needs a little push, and that midnight confession gave us home. That rush, yeah, that midnight confession brought us home. Thank God for wisdom and midnight confessions. It'll bring you back to love when you thought it was gone. Pulled into this dive bar around about midnight. Neon sign flickering, saying cold beer here. Bartender knows my name, knows what I'm drinking. Jack on the rocks with a side of last year. She left me 3 months back on a Tuesday morning. Said she needed space, said she needed time. Now I'm sitting on this bar stool every evening with the Samba remedy trying to ease my mind. Got my boots up on the rail, hat pulled down low. Jukebox playing something sad and slow. Every song reminds me of her smile. Guess I'll be here for a while. The records all nod, they know the story. Another heart broke down all its glory. But tonight I ain't looking for no sympathy, just whiskey keeping company with me. Yeah, I know I should be moving on, finding someone new to hold. But right now this glass is all I need to keep me from the cold. Got whiskey on my side tonight, helping me forget what went wrong and what went right. Every sip burns a little less than her goodbye. Got whiskey on my side, yeah, whiskey on my side. Ain't looking for no answers in the bottom of this glass, just trying to make it through until this feeling finally passed. Got my best friend in my hand, helping me survive. Got whiskey on my side tonight. Remember when we used to drink the good stuff, champagne on our anniversary every year. Now I'm back to bottom shelf and bad decisions, trading memories for anything that's here. She took the dog, the house, and half my paycheck. Left me with this broken heart and too much pride. But I got this corner booth and this bartender who keeps them coming without asking why. I met a girl last week who said she liked my accent, said I look like trouble in the best kind of way. But when she leaned in close, I smelled wrong perfume, so I paid my tab and called it a day. 'Cause nobody's gonna fill the space she left here, no matter how hard I try to pretend. So I'll stick with what I know won't let me down. This whiskey's more loyal than she's ever been. Yeah, I know this ain't healthy living, drowning in what might have been. But until my heart heart stops all this hurting, I'll let this whiskey be my friend. Got whiskey on my side tonight, helping me forget what went wrong and what went right. Every sip burns a little less than her goodbye. Got whiskey on my side. Yeah, whiskey on my side. Ain't looking for no answers in the bottom of this glass, just trying to make it through until this feeling finally passed. Got my best friend in my hand, helping me survive. Got whiskey on my side tonight. One day I'll wake up and won't need this crutch. One day her memory won't hurt so much. One day I'll meet someone who makes me feel alive. But tonight I got whiskey on my side. My mama called today, said, son, are you okay? Told her I'm just fine, working through some things. She said she's praying for me every single night. I said, mama, don't you worry, I still got my wings. Just flying a little lower than I used to, just taking a little longer to get right. But I'll be okay, I always land on my feet. Just need a little whiskey on my side tonight. Got whiskey on my side tonight, my only companion in this lonely bar life. Every shot's a step closer to feeling alright. Got whiskey on my side. Thank God for whiskey on my side. Tomorrow I might wake up and try to change my ways, but tonight I'm gonna sit here and let this feeling stay. Got my medicine in a glass, keeping hope alive. Got whiskey on my side tonight. Got whiskey on my side. Pour me another round, this whiskey won't let me down. Got whiskey on my side, tonight and every night. Rolling down I-40 with my windows down, radio loud, singing songs about my hometown. Got a bottle in the passenger seat, riding shotgun, headed nowhere fast, but I'm still on the run. Left Nashville in my rearview about an hour ago, where the dreams are big, but the paychecks grow slow. Try to make it singing songs for the Broadway crowd, but my voice got lost in that tourist sound. So I'm heading back to where I started from, back to mama's porch and my daddy's gun, back to Friday night lights and Saturday church, back to the place where I know my worth. And I got this whiskey to keep me warm while I figure out my next move in this storm. Sometimes you gotta go back to go forward, and this Tennessee truth is all I can afford. The mile markers pass like years gone by, every exercise a memory I can't deny. But I'm learning who I am in this midnight drive, with this whiskey helping me feel alive. Tennessee truth in a bottle tonight, honest as the stars in this country sky. Can't run from yourself no matter how you try. Got Tennessee truth, yeah, Tennessee truth. Sometimes girl in Memphis said she loved my songs. Promised me forever, but forever didn't last long. When the money ran out, so did she. Left me with this guitar and some melodies. Well, then I tried my luck down in Tupelo. Played some honky-tonks for folks I didn't know. Made enough to eat and buy this bottle here. Now I'm drinking to the future and yesteryear. My best friend called, said come on home. Said there's a gig at the bar where we used to roam. Said the whole town's asking where I've been. Said it's time to start over again. And maybe he's right, maybe it's time to stop chasing something I can't define. Maybe home is where my story's supposed to be, with this whiskey showing me the way to see. The moon is rising over cotton fields. This highway knows exactly how I feel. Lost but found, broken but real, with this whiskey making deals. Tennessee truth in a bottle tonight, honest as the stars in this country sky. Can't run from yourself no matter how you try. Got Tennessee truth, yeah, Tennessee truth. Sometimes the whiskey tells you what you need to hear when you're lost and broken and full of fear. Every sip's a lesson that cuts right through. That's my Tennessee truth. They say whiskey's just a temporary fix, just a way to numb the pain with tricks. But I think it's more like liquid cruelty, showing me exactly who I meant to be. Not some big star on a stage so bright, just a country boy singing what feels right. And if that means small town Saturday nights, then I'll take that life. Yeah, I'll take that life. Pulled over at a rest stop, looked up at the sky, asked God if he's still listening to a sinner like I. Felt the wind blow warm across my face, like he was saying, son, you're gonna be okay. Took another sip and felt the burn, realized I got so much left to learn. But I'm on my way, I'm on my way, with this Tennessee truth to light the way. Tennessee truth in a bottle tonight, finally seeing clear in this dashboard light. Sometimes you gotta fall to learn to fly. Got Tennessee truth, sweet Tennessee truth. The whiskey's been a friend when I needed one most. Been my confessor and my Holy Ghost. Every drop's been honest, every word's been true. That's my Tennessee truth. Heading home with Tennessee truth. Finally finding my way. Whiskey on my side, leading me back to where I belong. Ain't nothing open past 9 p.m. in this town except the Texaco and old Willie's bar. That's where you'll find me most nights now, drinking whiskey underneath the stars. This place ain't changed since I was 17. Same faces, same story, same old scene. But there's something comforting about knowing where you're gonna be when life gets tough and showing. I tried the city life, tried to make it big, wore fancy boots and learned to talk the talk. But my heart kept pulling me back to this, where whiskey's cheap and we don't need to walk far to find everything we need in life. Good friends, cold beer and warm summer nights, where everybody knows you both just the same. Well, it's healing in these simple things, in the way this whole town sings about love and loss and coming home with whiskey so you're not alone. Small town remedy in a mason jar, passed around underneath the stars. This is how we heal our broken parts, with whiskey warming up our hearts. Small town remedy, it's all we need. Good people and this Tennessee, bourbon burning, going down so smooth. This is our small town truth. My daddy taught me how to drink like a man. Said, son, whiskey's serious, treat it with respect. It can heal you or it can wreck your plans, depends on what you're drinking to forget. He said, drink to celebrate and drink to mourn, drink to friendships and the day you were born, but never drink to hide from what's real. Drink to face it and drink to feel. So that's what I do here with my friends every Friday night until the weekend ends. We toast to the good times and the bad, to everything we got and everything we had. And yeah, sometimes we get a little too drunk and say things we probably shouldn't have, but that's what makes us human and real, and this whiskey helps us heal. There's magic in this ritual, in the way we come together still, after all these years of growing up, with whiskey in our cup. Small town remedy in a mason jar, passed around underneath the stars. This is how we heal our broken parts, with whiskey warming up our hearts. Small town remedy, it's all we need. Good people in this Tennessee, bourbon burning, going down so smooth. This is our small town truth. City folks don't understand why we stay here on this land, why we'd rather have a simple life than chase fortune and fame's light. But we know what really matters here. It's the people and the atmosphere of a place where whiskey's more than drink. It's a way of life, it's how we think. We take care of our own in this town. When someone's hurting, we gather round with casseroles and whiskey and prayer, showing them that we care. And when someone's celebrating in the wind, we break out the good stuff from the den, and we toast until the morning light. This is how we do life right. Small town remedy, it's in our blood, passed down through generations of love. This is how we handle all of life, with whiskey getting us through the strife. Small town remedy wouldn't change a thing about the way the simple living sing, with friends and family gathered near, and whiskey making everything clear. Yeah, small town remedy right here. This is our remedy. The whiskey and community. Small town living. Simple and forgiving. Lost my best friend on a Tuesday in October. Car crash on the highway coming home. We were supposed to meet up at the bar that night. Now I'm sitting here drinking all alone. Got his favorite whiskey, the expensive kind. the one he always said he'd buy when he made it big. Never got that chance to celebrate with him, so I'm doing it now, taking a swig. We grew up together since we were 5 years old. Played Little League and chased the same girl. He was always the wild one, I was more reserved. Together we took on the whole world. And now he's gone and I don't know how to process this empty space where he used to be. So I'm pouring out a glass for my brother and drinking one for me. They say time heals all wounds, but tonight I'm just trying to get through with this whiskey as my witness to the friendship that I'll always miss. Gonna pour one out for my brother tonight, for all the memories and the friendship we had right, for every laugh and every fight we got through. Gonna pour one out, then I'll drink one too. This whiskey's bitter, but not as much as this goodbye. Gonna toast to heaven while I sit here and cry, for the best friend that I'll ever know. Gonna pour one out before I go. We made a pact when we were just 16. Said whoever goes first, the other has to live. Has to live enough for both of us combined. Has to take all that the world can give. So I'm sitting here making promises to honor his memory every day, to live loud and love hard like he always did, to not let this grief get in my way. But tonight I'm breaking down, let these tears fall to the ground, mixed with whiskey, mixed with rain, trying to wash away this pain. His mama called me, asked if I was okay. I said yes ma'am, but we both knew I lied. She said he loved you like a brother. I said I know, and then we cried. They say he's in a better place now, but I need him here somehow. With this whiskey I'm trying to feel something that seems real. Gonna pour one out for my brother, and now for all the memories and the friendship we had right, for every laugh and every fight we got through. Gonna pour one out, then I'll drink one too. Then at his funeral I couldn't find the words to say what he meant to me, but if he's listening now from wherever he is, I hope he can hear me. Thank you for every memory, thank you for having my back, thank you for the laughter and the loyalty, thank you for everything I lack. I promise I'll live for both of us now. I promise I'll make you proud somehow. I promise I'll tell your stories to everyone. I promise your legacy's not done. And every year on this day, I'll come back to this place and pray, and pour out your favorite drink, and sit here and think. about the brother I lost but never will lose. As long as I got these memories to use. Ain't gonna pour one out for my brother tonight, and every night until I make things right, until I live enough for two. Gonna pour one out and drink one too. This whiskey's sacred now, it's more than just a drink. It's my connection to you every time I think about the friendship that I'll never die. Gonna pour one out and raise it to the sky for my brother, my friend, my family. Gonna pour one out for all eternity. Here's to you, brother, until we meet again. Pouring one out, forever and amen.